In his Naturalis Historia, Pliny the Elder praised Hipparchus' star catalog, a 2nd century BC list of roughly 850 different stars' celestial positions. For centuries, scholars dreamed about locating a copy of this legendary lost work. That fantasy partially became a reality in 2022 when researchers uncovered traces of star catalog on a palimpsest, a reused parchment. For centuries, we have a prepositional phrase and we have the subject and verb. Scholars dreamed. And where do we see another subject and verb? I do see a verb here, became. Then it means we need a subject. That means, yes, we need a that. After that, we have when researchers uncovered, we have a comma that separate the main clause from the dependent clause. When you have a dependent clause and independent clause, it's easy to think that we need to separate it from the previous clause. Normally, sure, there can be three clauses in one sentence, but that usually occurs when you have a one dependent and two independent. That's the most case. In grammatical term, we call it compound complex sentence, but we're not seeing that here. Okay, there's no case where the whole thing, two clause will be connected. Now, even if you do, choice D is wrong because we're missing a comma, and choice A is simply putting a comma to connect the two independent clauses. So we call that comma splice. And choice B is run-on sentence. Okay, you cannot just combine the two independent clause without any correct punctuation. C makes sense because we separate the first clause from the next independent clause and dependent clause. Okay, so if you read it again, for centuries, scholars dreamed about locating a copy of this legendary lost work, period, take a rest. That fantasy became a reality in 2022 when researchers uncovered traces of the star catalog. Okay, so you guys get the idea. So the answer should be C.